When we solve the inequality, we want to get the variable by itself. And these first ones that we're looking at, it's just going to be one step. And you're going to solve it the same way you do an equation, ones with equal signs. If I want to get rid of this -4 next to the g, then I need to add 4 to get the g by itself. What I do to one side, I do to the other. So I'm going to end up here with g. Now this symbol, it's just going to come straight down. So I'm going to grab this symbol and drag it straight down. It hasn't changed. Later we'll learn that if you multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, then that symbol's going to flip over. But when you're only adding or subtracting from both sides, the symbol just comes straight down. And then 2 plus 4 on a good day is 6. All right, so here if I want to get the m by itself, what's preventing the m from being by itself is this add 6. It's on the same side. So to get rid of add 6, I'm going to subtract 6. What I do to one side, I do to the other. The m is now going to be by itself, so I'm going to bring that down. This symbol, remember, it just goes straight down as well. And then 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. If you prefer, if you type this in, this answer is going to be just fine. But if you were to check in the back of a book, or maybe you wanted to look, select the right one on a multiple choice test, they usually list the letter first. So what I would need to do if I did want to list the letter first is I'm going to grab that variable m, move it there, take the 4, move it here. But since we switched sides, we would want to flip this alligator over. So instead of bringing this down, I'm going to change the direction there. So if you flip-flop those to get the letter to be in the front, then you need to flip-flop those. Because the alligator is eating the bigger one, which is 4, and it's still eating the 4 when I move that around. Okay, just a little subtlety. So this guy here, I want to get the y by itself, and what's preventing the y from being by itself is this -14. So I'm going to add 14 to get rid of that. What I do to one side, I do to the other. The y, I'm going to bring that straight down. My inequality symbol greater than or equal to, I'm going to bring that down. And then -19 plus 14, you could do that on your calculator, but -19 is like I owe somebody $19. +14, I have $14. So if I give them the $14 I have, then I'm still going to owe them 5. Last example, if I want to get y by itself here, what's on the same side as the y is this +20. And so to get rid of this +20, I want to subtract the 20. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Okay, the y will now be by itself, so I'm going to bring that straight down. The inequality symbol, I'm going to bring that straight down. And then -9 minus 20, don't mix up your rules. Negative multiplied by negative is positive, but we're subtracting. So if you owe somebody $9 and you also owe them $20, then you owe them a grand total of 29. So it's -29, and we have our final answer. So the only thing to especially be careful of is if you decide to have the letter be on the other side and you've changed places with the left side and the right side to do that, you're going to flip it over. But when you add or subtract from both sides, the inequality symbol does not flip over. Later, when you multiply or divide both sides by a negative, that's when that symbol's going to flip over.